It's the coconut flour that I used. I'm going to follow the recipe, and they've set for a little while, and this is the kind of the consistency now that the concoction is at right at this moment. Right there. So we're going to be putting them on the griddle here in a few, and I'll let you know how it goes from there. Okay, so I'm just going to put it here on the griddle, and we'll see how it does. Sure smokes a lot with all this butter. Okay, so this is what the this batch came out like before I thinned the batter out. You can see it's a little thicker, like almost like a pancake rather than a tortilla. It flips over pretty easy. It's pretty sturdy stuff there. So I'm going to thin out the batter, and we'll go again. Alright, so I've thinned the batter out to about this consistency instead of the thicker one that we had earlier. And we're going to put that right onto the griddle. And let them cook for about a minute to 2 minutes. Watch it like you would a pancake. When it starts to bubble on the edges here, and you start to see little bubbles through here, that's kind of when it's ready to turn over. Okay, so I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to show you kind of how when it's ready to go. You just take the edge of your spatula and slide it under there, and if the whole thing picks up, just go real gentle, because if it tears apart you want to set it back down. You can slide the whole thing underneath there. You're ready to go. Alright, this is the thinner batter. As you can see, it's not quite as thick as the other cakes were. But it still has the tough consistency of a pancake and the look of a pancake. So there's that. Next, I'm going to thin it down some more and try to get it more to resemble a tortilla. Alright, so I have watered this good bit now, where you can see it's very drippy, runny consistency, almost like an egg, or a super duper thin, like for crepes consistency here. So we're going to drop this onto the griddle. Going to pour it there. Oops, I'm going to run together. That's alright. And now we'll let this go and see how we go from there. Alright, so these are the much thinner ones. I think they're about ready to turn. You are up. So they kind of still look pancakey, but they're obviously much thinner. They're not rising as quickly, and they didn't bubble on the surface like the others did. So we'll give that a minute, and then we'll pull them off and see if it looks more like a tortilla. All right, so these are the thinner versions. As you can see, it's much more like a tortilla, and the fact that it'll roll up. And it's a lot thinner. They taste pretty good. We had a nibble a second ago. They're not half bad. So I think overall, if you want something to resemble more of a tortilla, definitely thin the batter down a little more than what's called for in the original recipe. I just used water to thin it down. You could use more of the yogurt, or you could use a few more of the egg whites to thin it down if you wish. But that's it. So I guess we'll see you next time.